those of you on YouTube. Today, we are airing Season 3's final episode. Now listen, I have a perfectly good reason for, I wouldn't say not showing up on time, but the time we broadcast and stuff. It's a weekend, and I'm not usually going to have a set schedule for weekends. Now you're probably going to go, well, why? Well, weekends are weekends. Oh, well, I've got it ready to watch. Let's begin. Previously on the Dragon Ball's Walking Dead. I gotta ask, do I sound evil when actually laughing? Because I guess I sounded it last night when I was laughing at the herd coming through. Good to see you're up this early. Sorry I'm a little... I saw your comment, so I had to go quickly get some... After I woke up, I went and got some breakfast and started to come and stream final episode. It is worth noting, just so you know, at the end of the episode, I'm probably going to have to cut it off to avoid copy wrong. That's after the story's over. Because the credits will start singing a song that can get me slammed with copyright because of music labels. Now, let's begin. Oh, come on, I am not that evil. I know my laughter sounded like the Joker, but it was not that bad.
Previously on The Walking Dead.
Hello, Clementine.
Whatever this thing is between us, I want to give it a chance. And I know the fact that David is back in our lives now makes this whole thing a little more complicated. But do you feel the same way?
I'm in. All the way.
Oh my god, really?
Really.
Just look what he's done.
They deserved it!
I had a very interesting conversation with your friend, Eleanor, last night. Isn't that right, Eleanor?
We did.
You've put me in a no-win situation here. Both of them deserve to die for their crimes.
No, they didn't.
However, Javi, I'll let you spare one of them. Just one.
Trip has to live.
Shoot it.
Wait! I said Trip should live!
Oh!
No!
My best man!
How about you take David and the rest of your people and just get the hell out?
Go to hell, Joan!
Oh, I love that repeat.
It's Kate. She's coming for us.
Oh, shit! Oh, God.
And now we have unleashed the herd on this wretched bandit camp. What? Oh,
we're still breathing,
flashback.
I'm letting the bones speak to me.
Oh my god. Oh, I think I can hear them. They're saying, "You're gonna lose, come mierda, so play already."
I must have inherited patience from Ma.
Oh, come on, man. Calm down, David. No one
I
is
don't
ever
play
in a rush to
dominoes,
lose.
so I guess that one.
Victoria.
Carajo, I was so close. You're now my least favorite son, Javier.
He's the one who beat you.
Fine, it's a tie. I hate you both equally.
Kicked out of baseball. Can't play dominoes. What exactly are you good at again, Javi?
At least I
Parenting.
can actually play baseball. Slugger.
That's enough, both of you. It's not Javi's fault he's a disgrace to the game of dominoes.
I won. That's $10 you owe me. Both of you. I know you're broke, Javi. You should sit out the next game, since we all know I'm gonna win. No shame in surrender. We'd all understand.
Good game, David. Nicely played.
Nice or not, a win is a win. Pay up, little brother. If you can.
I'll cover for Javier.
Oh, is it your turn to do that now? I lost track. Poor, helpless Javi.
Get my wallet, mijo.
Keep an eye on him. You don't want him snatching an extra 20 for gas money.
It's on the counter.
Yeah. Sure, Pa. Pa? What's this? Hey! Man, I was reading that. What? What's up?
What the fuck is this?
None of your business.
He has cancer.
What? Pa? Really?
Oh,
I'm old. Old people get cancer. You didn't need to know.
well, that's a pretty
That's not for
cynical
you to
way of
decide.
looking at it.
Are you okay? I mean, are you in pain?
I'm not happy I lost a game that I knew I should have won.
Pa, come on. How bad?
It's okay, mijo. Ask me.
How bad is it?
You won't have to worry about paying me back that $10.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Pa.
Hey, settle, David. Now,
You haven't told Mama.
and neither will either of you. You hear me? Mouth shut.
That's not okay, Pa. You have to tell her.
When the time is right, I will.
That's not good enough.
It's good enough for me.
You're gonna need her help with this, Pa. Driving you to the doctor, getting prescriptions.
Wait, what are your options? Treatment, stuff like that.
Chemo, radiation, all that expensive mierda.
Great. When do you start?
I turned it down.
Turned it down? You don't get to turn it down.
So,
Actually, yes, he does. And in case you don't know, that's a pretty long and painful process. I would say their father's a pretty pragmatistic person and doesn't want to prolong a long and suffering process. If you notice, they haven't said what stage he's at, so if it's this bad, it's probably pretty bad. So he probably just wants to live out the remainder of his time as healthy as he can be until he can't. This is a fairly pragmatic way of looking at it. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I mean, chemo and radiation are long and painful processes. I can kind of see him not wanting to go through with it, but not telling your wife and sons? I don't know if I can agree with that part.
how much money and for what? Another month. Another game of dominoes to lose?
That is true. The father does point that out. Chemo and all that is expensive, especially if you don't have insurance and all that. So, yeah. I'm guessing the guy just wants to play dominoes and have fun with his family and not be hooked up to all that stuff. I mean, from a pragmatistic point of view, that I am a bit of a pragmatist, I can kind of agree with that mindset. No one wants to suffer if they know they're gonna not have time.
It's not worth it.
If I was still playing ball, I could have paid for it.
I'll pay for it.
It's not happening. Save your money.
Fuck the money. I can afford it.
You can afford it, David. But my pride can't. Let's play another game.
You are a fucking coward. A selfish coward.
No, he's not, David. He just doesn't want to go through a long and suffering, expensive process because he knows the fact. I can tell your father's a pretty honest person just by this. and he's pretty much pragmatic like I am. He's looking at it from a long-term and a financial term. He doesn't want to spend the money on a treatment that could probably last him another 2 months and end up suffering. And drain all you guys' money, which I'm assuming this was set, but I don't know what time period we were making at the time of this thing. But he doesn't want to waste the money and resources they have on chemo and then a funeral, which costs a lot of money.
Javi, can you believe this shit? David, I get it, man. It's not fair, but come on, take it easy.
Sit down. Both of you. You know, I pray for daughters. Every night your mother was pregnant with both of you. Please, God, a daughter. Anything but a son. Anything but another me. Anything but another hot-headed idiot with his heart in the right place. Anything but another foolhardy, handsome gambler. Anything at all.
Please, Papa. Don't give up. Fight. Fight for our name. For our blood. For our family. Please, fight.
It's his life,
Pa. Live it however you want. Or as long as you want. You're both the same. Only thinking about yourselves.
David, I can see why you felt betrayed, but it's your father's life, man. Let him spend how he wants it to be. Your father seems as much of a realist as I am, and I think his father wanted to be comfortable, not prolonged. But at least we know now why the father died.
Don't worry, Pa. He'll come around.
You should have supported him.
Wait, what? I'm on your side.
Still, I'm gonna be a name carved in stone before you know it, Javier. That'll be me. Letters on a rock that nobody wants to visit. I know you think you're strong enough to handle that alone. And so does your brother. And you're both wrong. You have to take care of each other. You two are all I'll leave behind. Like Gabe and Mariana will be for David. Legacy, Javier. It's all anyone leaves behind. That and their bones. Be brothers. Before it's too late. That's not too much to ask. One last favor for your old man.
Okay, Pa. I'll try.
As hard as you can?
As hard as I can.
I still need to pay David.
Pa.
Oye, if you had just won the game, we wouldn't have had this problem.
So you're blaming me for all this?
I'm depending on you, mijo. We both are.
Yeah, thanks, Dustin, for pointing that out. Any viewer, if you're here, the other 4 episodes are up on my channel. Well, you're streaming live, you'll see them. They're up on the VODs. You can watch all of them, and no, I haven't gotten copyright. You can see them all. One thing I have noticed on this, involving Javi, everybody keeps asking him to step up, step up. Well, I'd hate to point this out, but I think when the chips are down, when the apocalypse happened, he did step up. David kind of looks like he's still in the mindset he was before the outbreak. And I don't know if David can step up as hard as Javi can. Or has been. Now we're back to the herd.
Kate!
That's fine.
Kate! Gabe! Kate! Gabe! David! Over here! Where's Kate? She's not here. She must have gotten out. If something's happened to her, if you've gotten her... You better hope she's alive. I thought you didn't want me around anymore. Forget about that. Kate! Kate!
Intestines. They're everywhere. I'm hungry.
David, wait!
You.
Kate, I'm so glad
Javi, thank God you're all right. I'm just glad you're still in one piece.
You're alive. I thought I lost you back there.
Same.
What the hell's the matter with you two? Focus on your surroundings.
There's Gabe and Clem.
Lead the way, Javi.
Head in the game, Javi.
Get the knee, like this. Nice.
I got a great teacher.
You guys all right?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Look at them. There's so many.
We'll be safer inside.
Yum yum.
Get in.
They yum yum for dum dums.
That should hold them for now.
You put up a good fight out there.
Hey, Dad. I'm glad you made it out.
Joan's probably looking for us.
No, she isn't. Javi shot her.
What?
Yeah.
You were negotiating. I heard you. You didn't have to shoot. Everyone started panicking and shooting. We almost died.
You know what Joan's done. Prescott, Mariana, they're gone because of her. I couldn't trust her to keep her word.
We'll never know now.
Listen, Gabe, I understand you're panicking and all that. I can kind of see that a little bit, and you're being... I can't exactly defend you. You're not, like, throwing a tantrum as before, but... Gabe, please look at it. She killed Trip! Trip was awesome! The only guy who kept his word constantly she killed. And then I killed her. After she betrayed me. So, okay. In my defense... She already killed someone we knew to grow our own trust, so yeah, she deserved it.
Javi's right. Joan had to go. I would have done it too.
That's because you don't mind killing people, do you? Those dead guys, they were your friends.
Gabe, that's not fair.
Actually, yes it is.
Hey, you do not walk away from me! When someone speaks to you, you stand up and answer them. Even if you don't want to.
David, that's enough. He's not a little boy. He doesn't need that from you.
What he needs is to learn to keep his opinions to himself until he understands what the hell he's talking about.
That's what you remember from before the apocalypse, David. Gabe has kind of grown up because Javi's been taking care of him for several years now. And as you have noticed, I have gone out of my way to try to give Gabe as much independence as possible, but also not at the same time. I have struck down the hammer a couple times.
I'm trying to protect you, Gabe.
You're trying to
I
protect
lost
a
you once.
fantasy.
I won't let it happen again.
okay? We made it through alive. Let's just be glad about that.
We need to check the other entrances. Make sure we're safe. Gabe, want to help me out?
Javi?
Gabriel!
Just be careful, buddy. A lot of muertos out there.
Gabe and I will watch each other's backs.
I'll help too.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Clementine.
Hey, Clem's with them. It's fine.
It's not that. It's... Let's just... I'm all over the place. I need to focus on something. Anything. Just need to focus. On whatever.
Let's see if there's any way we can help.
You really think there is? After the damage we've done?
Let's find out.
Let's go.
This is the finale.
Oh my god. This is a fucking nightmare.
I'm not sure.
Mommy, it's them.
I'm glad Mariana didn't live to see this. To see what her father's become. To see what I've done. She'd be just like that little boy. Scared that the monsters are coming after her next. She would never trust us again. And I wouldn't blame her.
Kate, come on. We're not monsters.
I don't know who we are anymore. But it's not the people she knew. I did this to them. But that hole is there because of me.
I'm just as responsible for it as you are.
You weren't behind the wheel, Javi. It's different. I can't leave until I make this right. All of this. Let's fix this. As best we can.
Really? I thought you hated this place. All you've tried to do is get out.
These people, they didn't ask for this. Just like we didn't ask to lose Mariana.
Here's another thing I bet you probably are noticing. Javi constantly mans up to his mistakes, as I've tried to pick that. Kate, for all of her hitting on the brother and her ex-husband, well, should be by now in this apocalypse, she has wanted to get out and dodge and dodge and dodge. It was not until she accidentally, because remember the radio went out, she didn't hear the whole conversation, accidentally let the herd in, that she is deciding to man up and say, woman up, let me rephrase that, woman up and say, I cannot run from what I have done. I must take responsibility. That's also been a consistent theme in this whole piece. Responsibility, take responsibility. Kate is already starting to take responsibility for the fact that she, even though it was not intentional, she did not mean to bring in that herd in, which probably doomed this town, is taking responsibility and trying to find a way to fix this. Take a look at David's character. I don't really know how. He's a very complex character. But I can say one thing. He's not owning up to a lot of his responsibilities very well. As a matter of fact, every time he tries to own up, he messes it up further.
We couldn't do anything about that. But maybe we can do something about this.
Well, that's an interesting title, From the Gallows. Hi, Eleanor.
Tripp was my best friend, Javi. He died because of you. He didn't deserve this.
You have no one to blame but yourself. Your actions betrayed Tripp. And to think of how much he cared about you.
I never thought it would be like this. You have to believe that. Everyone but Prescott is dead. Everyone but me. What's done is done. I don't have to like it. But I can't change it. But you've got a lot of nerve showing up here. After the bullshit you pulled. You're unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, I've got a lot of nerve. Everything that happened is because of you. This is all your fault.
I told you, I wanted you out of my life. After what you did to Conrad.
Why did you tell Joan what we were doing?
I was triaging a bad situation. Their doctor is dead. And before you guys fucked it up, their walls worked. It's not only about me.
No, it's not. But the entire reason Tripp is dead, it's because of you. We were pointing out constantly that Joan cannot be trusted. If you remember the last pod, we were like going completely against Joan. You went to Joan knowing she could probably backstab us very highly. In all responsibility, she is also denying that she is responsible for Tripp's death. Indirectly. She may not have uploaded it, but by her going to Joan, ensured that one of them might have died.
I can actually save lives here. Not just stitch them up and hope for the best.
You know those supplies you got?
These people
They're
will
from
die
people that were
without me,
raided
Javi.
and stolen from.
I know she, well, fucked us over. But she's trying to help them. She's trying to make something right.
Now...
That's worth forgiving, right? She's trying. That counts.
She's doing a good thing now. But she's got a long way to go before I forgive her.
You're one to talk.
Yeah, I am.
We should try to help. Not everyone here is guilty.
Did you see a little girl out there? She was right behind me.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any little girls.
First Rufus. Oh, my baby girl.
She knew Rufus.
He was her husband.
Ooh!
Until you shot him in the back.
I didn't shoot him in the back, he was facing me.
She's one of my people, Eleanor. What's going on with her?
She'll be alright. She's not bitten or anything. She lost her daughter out there.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Christ, there's nothing worse than losing a child.
Tell me about it.
Give her some privacy. It's the least we can do.
I want to help you.
Okay. Well...
What the...
We're all fucking dead because of you!
Hey, easy.
You blew a hole in our wall! Got my little girl killed! Richmond was fine until your stupid
Easy,
ass
Fern.
showed up. We're dead fucking meat, David. Might as well take out this asshole while I can.
Fern.
Shut up!
I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm so sorry about your daughter.
You can apologize to her face in just a second.
Stand down. That's an order.
Kate, no!
Fern, this is all because of me. I caused the explosion. I killed your daughter. Please, forgive me. It's my fault. Please.
I am begging you. I hardly have any family left. Please don't take any more away from me.
Whoa, 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to explain a little bit of that, why she froze. In the heat, it's fairly common when humans are mad, we tend to make stupid decisions. She was very quick to blame us because, yes, we let the herd in, and Joan was a monster and all that stuff, and accidentally shot her husband. But you noticed she was immediately going to pull the trigger. But the longer we talked, the longer we tried to reason with her, she was just about to... She was calming down. I mean, she was slowly getting her rationality back. And that's a lot harder to pull the trigger when you can think clearly. Also, what the hell, David?
No!
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
My god! Dad!
You're welcome, Javi.
That dead guy.
David, what are you doing?
This isn't right!
David!
Did you really need to break her arm? That wasn't necessary.
Okay? Don't thank me.
No! David! Gabe! I'm sorry, that was...
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm gonna justify Dave's just that one reaction. Now we've already established he's been in the military, right? One of the things you are, from what I understand, taught there is it's self-defense. Someone grabbing him behind you is you're never gonna, because your automatic instinct is to, knee jerk, defend yourself. With how high the tension in the room this is, I guarantee you, he wasn't thinking that was Gabe who's going to grab me to try to calm me down. His mindset was that is an enemy, and quickly, whoosh. Now, immediately now he sees what's happening. He's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Now he's freaking out. It is logical for that incident, for how Dave reacted, because that is basically in his instinct. It's part of indoctrination. But I would still say he went a little overboard with grabbing the woman, because honestly, I think she might have been back away. I don't think she would have grabbed the gun.
It's an accident.
You were going to kill her!
She was going for her gun!
Look at her!
She was scooting away in
Gabe,
pain.
She can't even stand up! What the hell is wrong with you?
It was over the line, Gabe. You're right. Gabe, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. You know that.
Why the hell are you all looking at me that way?
They're scared, David.
Of what? I'm protecting them.
Why are you pointing a gun at us?
So I'm all alone. Fine then. You people are on your own.
Such an asshole.
I've seen that look in his eyes before. You should go after him.
Whoa,
David?
whoa, 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 whoa.
What are you doing? That's a long way down. You'll fall fast, but you'll fall all the same.
Come over here. Or are you afraid of me too? I know the rest of them are. Right?
I'm a lot more afraid of falling. And I'm even more afraid of landing.
There's nothing to be afraid of. You'd be over in an instant.
But what about turning into a walker?
My wife, Javi. My son. They look at me differently.
Maybe you're seeing them differently.
I want to show you something. Stand with me.
Yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep.
Why the hell are you smiling?
See that sewer line over there? Perfect placement for a trench. That hill about 100 paces west of it. Sniper's wildest dream come true. I'm a soldier, Javi. I see this landscape like a painter sees a blank canvas. Like how you used to see a baseball diamond. I'm a soldier. This makes sense to me. I was made for this. I thrive in this.
Maybe it's crazy. But sometimes crazy things make sense. If only a little.
I'm surprised you understand. A soldier isn't a husband. Or a father. A soldier is a soldier. Nothing else.
That's not true. You can choose to be one and be one to the fullest. Now, I know I tend to have gone on my way to constantly bash David for all of his flaws and stuff. I guarantee you, it sounds like I hate David. No, I don't hate David. He's a fairly well-written character and very complex. I mean, he's the perfect example of someone who just was never the same once they got out of the war, whichever one he went into. And he just couldn't readjust. So, for all of his flaws, I would say David's a fairly well-written character, and a very believable one. And, you know, it takes a lot, Dustin, for me to disagree with a lot of things the way I do, and logically, too. And I would say the writers have gone way out of their way to make him as complex as possible.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Call yourself whatever you want. I still see you as my brother.
That is kind of you to say, Javi. I wish I had your heart sometimes. I want to change, Javi. I always have.
Really? All you ever tried to do was get me to change.
Only because I couldn't bring myself to do it first. It's the one war I could never win. And I'm wondering why. Is it because I don't know how? Or because it's impossible to change who you really are?
That's a tough question to answer that you just asked Javi. Yes, sometimes it doesn't. You don't know how to change, but you can change. It's just a very, very hard thing to do, and you have to be very, very brave to step up and do all that. All the work to change who you are and fix a lot of things, and a lot of stuff that he would have to do before the apocalypse. After the apocalypse, everything for him went down the hill, basically. But before the apocalypse, it would have took a lot of effort and a lot of bravery to do what he just wants to do. And I would know. Because that is a very hard thing to do, to change who you really think you are to try to be at least a better person.
There's a way. There always is. No matter how lost you are. You just have to keep looking until you find it.
Looks pretty messy.
For now.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe.
Just gotta live long enough to find out.
Just like with anything else. I did what you asked.
You did. Thanks for that.
So now, will you step back?
Sure.
I found them! They're up here! Be careful, Javi. I ran into...
Hi, Ava.
She was still outside when we checked on the entrances.
There are muertos everywhere. We got her inside just in time. Seriously, I've never seen so many muertos. Oh, it's awful out there.
Well, this won't be awkward whatsoever. Ava, about earlier. I guess I owe you an explanation. About what happened on the stage with Joan and Tripp.
You don't have to say anything to me. Your actions said plenty. I read you loud and clear. But go ahead and say whatever you want.
Hey, don't get mad at me. It was a total no-win scenario.
Just be glad the situation was what it was. And that she didn't make me pick between you and your brother.
There's so many. They're pouring in.
You don't know the half of it. The herd has taken over Richmond. The streets are filled with walkers. With that hole in the wall, this city is fucked. We're not safe here. No one is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck have we done?
So what do we do? I don't want to die up here.
None of us do, Gabe.
Stabilize the city. Figure out how to make it safer for everyone.
I saw construction vehicles when we got the armored truck.
We can use those to stop the Muertos, seal the breach, and save Richmond.
That's over by the motor pool at the water tower. We could use the highway overpass to get to the water tower. Come on. Let's jump. Come on. It's an easy jump. Keep your eyes open, stay aware of your surroundings. All of you. Let's move out. When we found Kate earlier, she hugged you. Why do you think she hugged you? Why was that? Just wondering.
You really want to know? Then ask her.
She won't even make eye contact with me.
No!
We need to be careful up here, or else the exact same thing will happen to us. Stay sharp, and do not fire your guns. We're gonna be fine. That guy was all alone. We're not. Everyone hold back. Let Javi and I clear out these walkers. Good to go. Let's move.
Intestines.
You okay, bud?
When I was little, Dad used to ask me what I wanted to be when I was a man. And I pointed him. He always liked that. I thought he was such a great guy. It would always make him smile.
Yeah. Lots of kids hero worship like that. It's part of the job.
Yeah, I guess it was. Never be like your uncle. He told me that all the time. Don't be a man who relies on other people to solve your problems. Because then you're not a man at all. I used to think he was right. Not anymore, though, Javi. I can only hope I grow up to be like you. So, here's hoping.
Oh, well, thanks, buddy. It means a lot.
I'm sorry I never really said it before. I should have.
Really, thanks a million.
You're welcome, a million. You took such good care of me. Now we need to take care of Dad. He's the one that needs our help.
We're gonna have to go around the side.
There's barely any room.
Well, no time to waste. Come on.
You know, I didn't think there was much that could scare me anymore. And yet, here we are. Just goes to show you.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Life is full of surprises.
Fear is the coffee of emotions. It wakes you up, keeps you sharp, can be your friend if you let it.
Grab my hand! You've got to be more careful.
I was being...
Oh, fuck! Ah!
Holy shit! Oh my god! Ava! Fuck! God damn it, no! Ava sacrificed herself to save me. She was a fighter. Didn't take shit from anybody. You were lucky to have her. We all were.
I would have died a long time ago without her. Thank you, Ava. Goodbye, my friend.
Please don't turn into Walker, Ava.
We have to get across.
I know Gabe doesn't see it, but David really is trying to look out for him. He's not doing the best job, but no one gives you a rule book to raise a kid.
And they sure as shit don't.
There's just one thing I don't get, though. Did David really think he was helping AJ by letting him go? Why did he stop guarding him?
Parenting isn't easy. You give them all you got, they tell you it's not enough, but you love the little shits anyway. Come on, you must have learned that too.
I did. That's what makes it even harder to understand, though. After you put in all that work, so much of your heart.
AJ was a brat.
Okay, you're not helping your case now, David.
He lived with me after we kicked you out, Clem. I'd already raised 2 kids. Thought it'd be a piece of cake. Not with that tyrant.
Is that why you gave him away?
We had a bad winter. Destroyed every crop we had. I couldn't leave Richmond. And AJ couldn't stay in Richmond. I gave AJ to Lingard and told him to do whatever he had to save his life. I miss that brat. Never asked Lingard about it again. Though I've wanted to.
Well, sounds like it was your only option. You did the right thing.
I hope so. I think about it. Every day. It wasn't easy, Clem. Remember, far as I knew, I'd already lost 2 children. Wasn't any easier with number 3.
It's never easy.
I'm gonna keep...
Alright, I'm gonna pause for a second. How do I explain this? You know, Clem just asked about parenting. Parenting is never easy. I'll tell you that much. I mean, I raised kids, but I helped a little bit. But David taking in AJ, I don't know if that was a good idea, to tell you the truth. I mean, you left your 2 kids, and you could have checked them after 3 months, 4 months. Remember, I pointed that out in the past few videos, once we got the time frame right. Now, honestly, if I'm looking at it from a strategically cold calculus point of view, him giving them to Lingard to find a decent home was a pretty good idea, because if we've noticed, for all of Lingard's fault, being a junkie and everything wrong he was a fairly decent person. Remember when Clem stole? He was the first one to say, hey, let's offer a second chance. Do you remember when he always was kind of like the second chance guy? And another thing I want to point out, I pointed this out on the last video. When we gave him the injection, he said, I will tell you where AJ is if you do this, you know what I mean, help me with my act, basically. And you did, and he kept his word. One of the things that I would say defined Lingard, as much of a twisted person in the banter he was he kept his word. So I pretty much guarantee you, if Lingard got him to that ranch, he got him there. Because one of the things I would say a characteristic that Lingard, that doctor, had is he was a man of his word. Unlike everybody we've seen that is involved in this banditry camp. Nobody can keep their word. Lingard, I would not say is the exception, but at least he tried. And another thing that I would say is if Richmond was going to kick that child out, that child had no chance of surviving. So giving the child to Lingard to find someplace that Lingard probably would put effort into finding a home for AJ was the right thing to do. Doesn't justify David for taking him away from Clementine and all that stuff, but it does prove that David sorta has a heart, and Lingard was a lot better of a person than we gave him credit for. As I've gone on my way to point it out. a lot of things in this narrative.
Keep you alive. Keep all of us alive. And hope that that's enough. Enough for atonement.
No one survives by doing what their heart says. They survive by doing what their brain says. If that was his best chance to live...
That's exactly the point, Dustin. You get it. Everybody that we have seen in this world, when we asked Joan, spare Trip, she shot, she shot Trip and saved Ava. She didn't keep her word. Lingard, on his deathbed, basically when we said that, he said, I will tell you where AJ is located. And he kept his word. The one thing that everybody in this town cannot do, that we have seen, not the civilians, but the leadership, I would say he, of all the leadership, has tried to keep his word to the T. David, as complex as he is, I think David tries to follow through with his word, but he halfway doesn't. I mean, him kicking out Clementine, that was a horrible thing. I believe I can agree on that. Taking a kid away from his mother, that's a horrible, horrible thing. But it was pointed out, David immediately tried to take care of AJ. The moment things went south for them in the winter, and he just said this, Richmond was going to kick him out or he would have got killed, David entrusted him to the one person that would keep his word before he died, which was Lingard. So, as much as I bash David, I mean, we can't point out there is some good for him for all the awful that he and messed up personality he has. He does try to do some good, not a lot, but some. I'm not whitewashing all that he's done. I'm just saying there's a little good to everything to his messed up character. But out of all these characters I have seen, I would say Lingard was the most on keeping his word, unlike everybody else.
I get it.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Holy shit. Chopped right in half.
You're not thinking...
It's that or go back.
We should go lightest to heaviest. That way it won't break on the first swing.
I'll go first, Clem.
Get a long run up, but not too long. If you take too many quick steps, you'll propel yourself upward instead of out. Same with your jump. Just run off the end, don't leave.
David.
Try not to...
He's got this.
She's right. I do.
Come on, Clem. Your turn.
For the record, I do not trust this thing. Not at all. It's one thing for the kids to swing across, but us?
You've got this. I've seen you do things that are way scarier.
Okay. I can do it.
I don't think I could do that.
All right, David, you're up.
You're the little brother. You should go first. Oh, you're definitely lighter.
After you. Show me how it's done.
Okay. Pay attention.
Javi! Hang on!
You okay?
No, I think he just shaved 5 years off his lifespan doing that.
Oh my, fuck that. Seriously? Fuck you, helicopter. Almost there.
Intestines.
I miss when all we did was track the herd. From a safe distance.
We need to get down there. We're not getting anywhere without one of those vehicles.
It's not like we can just ask all those walkers to move out of the way.
How about we make some noise and distract them? We could use that generator.
That's a great idea, Gabe.
When'd you get so smart, Gabe? You really aren't the same kid I remember. I'm impressed, really.
Oh, what can I say? Taught him well.
Oh my God, Javi, really?
It's okay, Dad. He's right.
We still gotta get to the generator somehow.
Cut a walker open and cover yourself with its guts. Then you can slip right through them.
What?
What?
Ugh. Hey, please tell me you're kidding. I said please.
So, who's gonna do it? Javi, you've been willing to do some crazy stuff for me before. I know shooting Conrad wasn't easy, but it showed me I can always depend on you.
Of course, Clem.
Look, it smells really bad, like way worse than you think.
Please tell me we're not going to do what I've been joking this whole time.
Ugh, you'll do. Okay, you could do this, Javier. Holy fucking... Oh, God. Oh, I think... I'm gonna be sick. Oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. Do you just literally eat shit all day long? Is that why you smell so bad? Okay. That better be enough.
I've always made the joke intestines, but come on. I didn't think we would put their intestines on us. Now, don't rub your eyes in it.
You did it, Javi.
Barely.
David, I didn't see you cover yourself in nasty intestines and walk through a herd, so just shut it on that comment.
Now that we're here, we gotta find something to seal the breach with. All we need is the right vehicle. Oh, that's not gonna do the job, man.
Yes, it is.
What are you doing?
The right thing. I'm leaving. We're all leaving.
What?
And going where? You saw it yourself. We're surrounded by the herd.
I'm taking my family out of here. You helped keep them safe, Clem. You're coming too. Let's go. Everyone. We can't wait around.
This is bullshit, David.
Absolutely not. Everyone in Richmond will die without us.
They don't matter, Javi. Don't you get that?
This all started the day we knocked on Richmond's door. We brought this on these people, all of us. We can't abandon them. Not after what we've done.
We're going home, Kate. Back to the last place we were a family. We're starting over. We're all together again. Finally. It's time. All of us. A new day, a new life.
But what about here, man? Make Richmond our new home.
Richmond is gone, Javi. I'm not gonna let the people I love die trying to save a dead dream.
I'll go with you, Dad.
Gabe!
He's my father, Clem. I'm sorry, but you really wouldn't understand.
Think this over, buddy.
Gabe, is this what you really want?
I know it's scary out there, but I have to.
You don't have to be afraid, Gabe. I won't let what happened to Mariana happen to you.
Oh.
You have my word. I will protect you the right way.
That's fucking bullshit, David. She was lucky to have us. At least we were actually around to raise her.
Javi, just stop. This is what I want.
I understand, Gabe. I'm still going back. I won't be able to live with myself if I don't try to help the people in Richmond.
You won't be able to live at all if you do that. Richmond is compromised. Doesn't matter if there were 5 of us trying to save it or 500.
Actually,
We all
500
die.
wouldn't help.
I know a losing battle when I see one. We're moving out. Everybody get in. That's an order.
How fucking dare you? What will it take, David? What will it take to show you that you do not get to do that? We are not your soldiers. Run away home. Be a deserter. I am done with you. Let's go, Javi.
Why the fuck do you think he would go with you?
You gotta be kidding me. That is the worst way to tell your ex-husband that you are now hooking up with his brother. That's at the top of the list of worst ways possible to break that news. Please tell me someone agrees with me that that is at the top of the list. Oh gosh. That's like the top of the list.
Tell him.
What the fuck is this?
I love her, man. We're in love.
Oh, man.
I should have known. I should have known the night Pa died. The night you weren't there. Blood is worthless to you, just like he was to you, just like I am to you. Well, it's time for you to finally learn what blood really means.
David!
Dad! What do you have to say for yourself, brother?
David! Stop it!
I love you.
No. No, you don't get to say that!
Jesus Christ, stop!
fucking dare you!
That's enough!
I love you! No! Stop saying that! Dad, no!
Gabe!
Oh my god!
You're not taking my family from me!
David, no!
I'm gonna fucking kill you! I love you, brother. No! Ow!
Holy shit! Javi!
David! What the hell is he doing?
David took him.
We can't wait any longer. We have to go help Richmond.
He's also driving that little small horde of zombies away. Okay, you're probably wondering why I picked love. Of all the options that easily was punched back. Javi, as I've played in this game, has always loved his brother. And let's not even forget, at the beginning of the episode, you picked to keep the promise with your father. Javi, for all his... I mean, I knew that was going to set David off further, but it is the truth. Javi does love his brother. I think we've seen that throughout this thing as I've tried to somewhat bond with him. But as I explained earlier with the woman, when the heat of the moment, when you're that mad, you can't think straight. It's actually a proven fact. Chemically, most humans don't think straight when we're really angry. And at this point, I would say David's gone. The David that Javi possibly knew before the outbreak is gone. It's probably not been back since the war. I mean, he has lost his comfort blanket. He thought he controlled the bandits, which he didn't. Those are gone. He doesn't know how to adjust to a family, as we have seen so far. That's not gone. And all he has left is what he once knew, his soldier mentality, which cannot work if you're trying to be trying to do what he's doing. And all he has left is a fantasy. And I know you say you want to kick his butt, but do remember, right before his father died, even though this was before the apocalypse, Javi did promise that he would try to take care of his brother and all this, and has done it several times. He took care of his brother's family, even though he deserted them. I will admit, Kate revealing the relationship was not the best timing, but I honestly think David needed that cool off moment, and him grabbing Gabe, okay, I can see if you're trying to do it, but notice he, even for all fault, he grabbed the loudest vehicle, which was that truck at the moment, and drove off. Let's wait and see what happens to David. Even I know what happens, but let's wait and see. Because we all need that cool-off period. I mean, come on. How many times have you been angry and done something in that moment that you just were like, that was so stupid. Why did I do that? But as I'll say, David is gone. Probably hasn't been back for a long time.
I'm getting on that bulldozer.
But Gabe!
Gabe wanted to go. He did. We all heard it.
You're right.
I'm going to save Richmond. Someone has to.
You're gonna need as much help as you can get, Kate. I'll go with you.
Okay. Javi, you hop on that motorcycle and go after Gabe.
What about you two?
I can take care of myself.
We're out of time.
Javi, I'm sorry. I've been here before, more than once. It's not gonna end well for everyone. You have to decide.
know what? I'm not gonna go help David. We've all seen Clementine's pretty dependable, so I think Clementine will be pretty safe. I mean, Kate will be pretty safe in Clementine's hands. So I'm gonna go after David just to get my nephew back. Not for
hard
David.
to get caught in the middle. I know that. Don't worry about me, Javi. I'll be okay.
Someone has to go after Gabe. I guess I'm that someone.
Okay. Kate and I will watch out for each other.
You're gonna have to.
Come here, ugly. Go get him.
Yes, ma'am.
We're Mad Max!
That's gotta be David's work. Thanks for leaving the trailer roadkill, brother. Should lead me right to you. No!
They're everywhere! Don't let them get you!
Hang on, Gabe! Hang on, Gabe!
Out of bullets. Let's see how good of a baseball player you are, Javi.
That's right! You focus on me! Oh, come on! Yeah, that's it, that's it.
Bobby, is that you? Help! Get the fuck off me!
Hold on, Gabe!
We got Dad!
Get away from him, you bastard! I'm here, Gabe. I got you.
Please tell me you're not bit, kid.
My dad. David! I couldn't fight them all, Hobby. Oh, no, no, no! I'm sorry. Gabe, look away! Okay, come on, man. Okay. I got you, David. Did they get you?
I'm fine. It just... It hurts. I tried to stop him, Javi. That's why we crashed.
I'll go talk to him. Unless you want to.
No. Can you? Please?
Of course. Keep an eye out for the muertos. You know what Pa told me? The day Gabe was born. What's that? It takes everything to raise a child, mijo. And I don't mean money, or time, or patience. I mean everything. When you give everything, it's hard to know what to do when you lose everything. It's... I know you were doing what you thought best, David. It's never an easy thing. Gabe, take care of him, Javi. You have to take care of each other. Please. Every day, you have my word. My little boy. Te quiero, Gabriel. Te quiero, Mariana. Te quiero, Javier.
I'll do it. Before he turns. It's my responsibility. I can do it.
Okay, Gabe. He'd be proud of you.
I hope so.
I know so.
You want to know the more messed up part of that entire situation is involving Gabe? That was the first human Gabe killed. No, seriously, think about it. Throughout the entire game, Gabe has killed mainly nothing but walkers. Yes, his father was already dead, but he hadn't turned yet. He was still somewhat human. That was Gabe putting his father out of turning to a walker, and was actually the first human he's killed in the entirety of this game, or this season. And I believe what David was saying in Spanish was probably, "I love you."
There's a happy sight.
Let's get inside. We gotta find Kate. Jesus! Oh, man, am I glad to see you. Looking a little bit different, though.
Once I got in contact with my people, I headed right back. Had to make sure you folks were safe. Can you help us get the gate open?
You gotta boost me up, Gabe. I'll have it open in a second. They couldn't just have an open gate button.
Green.
Let's get inside and wrangle the walkers together. If we get them in one group, we can lead them right out. We need to round up these walkers.
Kate? Kate, where are
Head
you?
them towards the gate.
What's going on?
I can't find Kate.
We got separated after we sealed the breach. We were going to open the gate, but there were so many walkers. I barely made it through.
No, I did. We have to find her. Help me look.
Of course.
Kate!
Kate!
Kate! Call out to me!
Kate! Kate!
Kate, please!
Kate! Kate! Where are you?
Kate! Kate!
Javi, I think she's gone. Just gone.
This is all because of me. This is all my fault.
No, it isn't. Saving Richmond is what she wanted.
What happened?
I don't know, buddy. I can't find her. I can't stop looking. Kate, where are you?
Kate! Kate!
Kate, please!
Kate, where the fuck are you?
Oh. There's Mariana, the doctor, Conrad, Drew. I think that's somebody. Trip. And I have no clue who else the rest of these doctors. I recognize most of those faces. Please don't put... What?
Maybe you should have stayed with her instead of going after me. Maybe she'd be okay.
Maybe you wouldn't be.
I was such an asshole to her. All the time. I'm sorry, Kate.
Forget all that, buddy. She loved you. Plain and simple.
I loved her too. I don't think I ever told her. I tried to stop him, Javi. That's why we hit the muertos. I thought that if we just went back, thought I could save him. I thought I had to. Dad.
He wasn't your responsibility, Gabe. You were his.
I had to try. Mariana. Kate. Dad. I wonder which one of us will be up there next. It's all that's left of them. Pieces of paper looking back at us, but never seeing us. What the hell are we supposed to do with that? What do we do with any of this?
Maybe we can figure that one out together.
We're gonna have to.
Heading out?
Yes, indeed. We came here to put an end to the raiding. Looks like that's been done. Glad we got it settled. Gotta move on.
We lost a lot. We may have helped fix things, but there was a cost to it all.
There usually is, unfortunately. I was worried about you, Javi. About who you are inside. You helped save these people, though. That goes a long way for me. Second chances are in short supply these days. That's what this place can be, if you let it. Trust me, though. Life within walls is a hell of a lot different than life on the road. Don't take shortcuts like Joan. You gotta do the right thing. Always. Good days, and especially bad.
Absolutely. The right thing. No matter what.
Good to hear. I read people pretty well. Little gift of mine. You're a capable guy, Javi. Change is in the air here. You can lead that change, and I think you should. For the better. God knows this town could use it.
You know what? I'm gonna step up. Lead this place in the right direction.
Then as far as I'm concerned, Richmond's in much better hands than it was.
Hey, Jesus?
Hey, Gabe.
Thanks for, you know, not letting me get killed, and for coming back to help us.
Yeah. Thanks for that, man.
Pay it forward. Be vigilant. Trouble never stays too far away.
Ain't that the truth in this setting?
So you're out of here too, huh?
Yeah. It's time. I have to find AJ, Javi. I've waited so long. But could you do me one last favor before I leave?
I used to do this for my niece.
That's nice of you.
She thought I was terrible at it.
Were you?
None of your business.
I'm really gonna miss Gabe. I mean, he's super annoying sometimes, but I've gotten used to having him around. At least, to have someone to talk to, even if he is a total dork.
Not that he said anything to me in particular, but you know the guy's got a Mondo crush on you, right?
He does not.
Oh my gosh, you have a crush on him too.
I do not.
Well, you both have my blessing.
I'm gonna stab you with those scissors.
That would be painful.
I have to see AJ, Javi. I have to see that he's okay. Do you think he remembers me? At least a little?
Who could forget you, Clem? No one who knew you, I guarantee it.
Yeah, maybe. Everyone told us he was better off. After everything that's happened, I'm starting to think they're right. I don't know if I was a good mom or not. I can't stop thinking about...
You were 14 or 13, I believe, at that time. Of course, it probably would have been hard for a 13-year-old.
About it. really wish I could.
Did you love him?
With all of my heart.
And of course you were.
Gabe told me you used to play baseball.
I did. I loved it.
He told me you fucked it all up, too.
Yep. Sure did.
Well, you survived.
I had to.
But you loved it. How do you survive that? How? If you really loved it, how?
That's what's good about a broken heart. When you're looking at it all broken and shattered on the floor, you figure out the pieces you need versus the ones you liked. If you're ready to move on, that is.
If.
All done.
Well, how's it look?
That is a horrible haircut.
You know what? I'll grab your hat. Remember this team. Your dad ever teach you about baseball?
No, not really.
Well, you come back, and I'll tell you all about it.
It's a deal. If I bring AJ back with me, will you teach him too?
You bet. He belongs with you, Clementine. Bring him back.
And so, season 4 of 3 ends. The experience with Dave was dysfunctional. You accepted Dave's hand after he punched you on the night of your father's death. You tried to leave Richmond without Dave. In his time of need, you distanced himself from Dave. After Dave gasped, Gabe shot him to prevent him from turning. The experience way was loving. You kissed Kate in the junkyard. You forced Kate to escape Richmond. You told Kate you wanted the future of her. After you saved Kate was nowhere to be found because she's a zombie. Your experience with Gabe was devoted. Of course I was. I want to make my nephews and them happy. You made Gabe happy by agreeing to stay with Code at night. You told Gabe the truth about his neighbor friend. After David drove away with Gabe, you went after your nephew. Of course I would. You assured Gabe that the two of you would face your grief together. Trip, your new frontier story. Trip, you reassured Trip by promising you wouldn't cause trouble in Prescott. Then you went to the junkyard Trip. Finally, you picked Trip to leave, and then Joan shot him to death. Eleanor, you left Eleanor at Prescott when you went to the junkyard. Then Eleanor betrayed your plan and took Joan out. Ultimately, you did not forgive Eleanor for her betrayal, because of course I don't. I don't like backstabbers. Well, Clementine declined Ava's offer to meet the new frontier. Then you convinced Ava to help you after she caught you and Gabe stealing guns. In the end, despite your efforts in not picking her, Cave died by falling off a bridge. Lingard, the one man who kept his word. Clementine ignored Lingard's medical advice regarding AJ. Then he gave Lingard lethal injection. Lingard told you AJ's location shortly before dying, because he was a man of his word. Conrad. You coach Francine through Conrad's poker game. Then when Gabe threatened Conrad, you could make the message on there. Blah, blah, blah. We know what happened to Conrad. Jesus. When you met him, you trusted Jesus and didn't find his hand. Then you promised Jesus always to do the right thing by helping Richmond survive. Last year, you promised Jesus you would help lead Richmond. Joe's dead, and what about Clint? Clint kicked you out of Richmond for murdering Rufus, which we didn't do very much. You then rejected Clint's feelings. Currently, Clint's whereabouts are unknown. Did you stand with David on the ledge? A lot of people did. Oh, wow. Wow, a lot of people pick love. And a lot of people went after Kate. Did Clementine come along with you? Wow, you could have actually chose to have Clementine stay. I didn't never get to the option before. Your Clementine became a survival warrior. Clementine and AJ thought they finally found a home at Hal's hard work. Then when the tortured Jane made a difficult decision, everything changed. Leaving Jane's dead body behind, Clementine and AJ were on their own. After swallowing her pride and joining a mutual chance, Clementine used the resources to help persons closest to her survive. She was unrepentant when exiled. When Javi and David fought at the water tower, Clem remembered a similar fight long ago in a snow-covered rest. Placed a shot in Dave without killing him, basically. Once Dave left the truck with Dave, Clem knew she needed to look out for what needs of the group, and first and foremost, she decided to head up during the breach of Richmond.
Find you, AJ.
Clementine's story will continue in Season 4, but we gotta do Season 2 first. Okay, everyone, we're gonna stop and break for those of you, well, the one watching. And then probably in a little while we'll continue this. Leave your comments below on how you enjoyed Season 3 and enjoyed this show. Don't worry, DS will be in touch in a few minutes. Hope you enjoyed the recording, and I hope I don't get copy wrong because of that song. Till next time, ja.